Listín Diario editorial for November 17th of 2023. An unacceptable outrage. It was early morning and suddenly a kind of nightmare altered the lives of a mother and her two children while they were sleeping in their modest house in Santiago. And it was that, in a kind of comeback raid by anti drug agents, the house was practically assaulted to capture someone wanted by the authorities. The operation was brutal because they broke down the door of the house and entered without ultimately finding anything they were looking for. After the embarrassing operation that caused moral, psychological, and material damage to that family, the prosecutor and occupying troops admitted that they had targeted the wrong target. But this should not remain a simple and irresponsible excuse, because in itself, it was a crude operation and conscious that that was what was imposed. This episode occurred in La Ciénaga, Santiago, and the site of the highest authorities, without the public ministry and the drug direction having so far apologized. It is inexplicable that the affected lady, supported by her entire neighborhood, goes to the Santiago prosecutor's office to find out who will pay for the damages to her house, but no one comes forward there. With what authority can prosecutors act if they are available to convince a judge to authorize a search? They arrive destroying property, and then it turns out to be a false positive. If this country wants to continue being an ideal territory to attract tourists and foreign investment, these types of procedures in the name of the law cannot be tolerated. Silence cannot have the last word in this outrage against a defenseless woman who now demands that the destruction caused in her home be compensated without delay. The public ministry has the obligation to respond unambiguously for this vile outrage and punish, in accordance with the law, those who motivated and its executors. For Listín Diario, voiceover and translations by Indira Rodriguez.